What is the best storytelling format to talk about your scientific findings? In this video, we will show the use of storytelling through different mediums and channels. This video is one of a 5-part series by Food Stories, exploring the use of storytelling for food science communication. In the communication process, a medium is how information transferred between a sender, a speaker, and a receiver, their audience. A medium is not necessarily technological, but can also be natural, like voice or fire for smoke signals. For example, when a scientist writes a web article to disseminate the result of a publication, the medium is writing. The message is the information related to the publication, and the channel is the website. Channel, therefore, refers to the specific communication platform used to convey the message. Channel selection is crucial because it determines how effectively your key message reaches its intended target audience. Here are a few suggestions to keep in mind when choosing a channel to communicate. Different target audiences have different media preferences, as we discussed in video 2. Make sure the content is on the right platform. Certain channels are more suitable for specific content types. Some channels allow for more interactivity. For instance, social media enables immediate feedback and engagement. The trust a target audience places in a platform can impact how they receive your message, as we discussed in video 4. Using concrete examples, we will now explain the distinct characteristics of various storytelling mediums and how they interact with different communication channels. Written storytelling refers to fictional and non-fictional stories created using words. A short newspaper or web article using a narrative approach to tell the story of a researcher and their achievements is an example of non-fictional written storytelling. A classic example of fictional storytelling is science fiction, which tries to appeal to a broader generalist audience. You can also share written stories through popular social media like X, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Choose the most suitable platform based on the audience you want to target. You can do this by looking for reports online for which audiences use specific platforms. Or, if you are already active on a platform, it's a good idea to check your account analytics to see who is usually interacting with your existing content and how. Science and Fiction is an online platform that publishes short fictional stories based on academic papers to make science more accessible to the non-expert public. Visual storytelling uses visual media like photographs, illustrations, infographics, visual maps, and short videos to tell stories. An example of visual storytelling is an infographic which presents data in an easy-to-understand and engaging way. Or a video in which a researcher discusses their personal motivation and passion for research. Image-based social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube are also good choices for visual storytelling. When can visual storytelling be a good option? For example, to speed the communication, as visual information is processed faster, or to improve retention as the use of visuals supports long-term associations and can help turn complex ideas into more understandable and relatable formats. Another good example of visual storytelling is the ad campaign "What's Your Kitchen Crime?" from Food Standards Scotland. This campaign features 20 mugshots of people who have committed common kitchen crimes. For instance, the ham sniffer, someone who sniffs the food to see if it smells off without checking the use-by date, and by doing so it provides viewers with an insight into what are potential food safety hazards. When you need to engage your audience on a topic they do not find exciting, an approach like "What's your kitchen crime?" might be the best option. The campaign aims to reduce food poisoning by using humor and everyday experiences to both educate and make the topic relatable and entertaining. Audio storytelling refers to storytelling that uses audio media such as radio and podcasts. An example of a science radio program is the BBC Science Stories. Podcasts that use science storytelling are also common. An example is Reflections of Science, an Italian podcast hosted by Andrea Brunello, which explores stories through the personal motivations that drive researchers in their work. The podcast aims to demystify the often distant and cold perception of science. Lastly, let's talk of live events. This includes all the activities like science festivals, conferences, exhibitions, workshops, talks, and hands-on experiments in which stories are used to engage the attending audience. Meetings with scientists organized outside the laboratory are live events in which scientists personally interact with people to discuss their science. A great example for this in schools is "I'm a scientist, get me out of here," which is an interactive science communication contest that connects students with scientists through an online platform. Storytelling through live events is useful when you want to involve your audience through personal interaction. For example, the European Researchers' Night is a large-scale event held annually across Europe to celebrate and promote the world of science and research. It aims to bridge the gap between researchers and the general public, while sparking a sense of curiosity and interest in a variety of scientific fields. The event involves many interactive activities such as exhibitions, workshops, talks, demonstrations, and hands-on experiments. But remember, understanding which medium and channel best suits your scientific content depends on the message, the audience, and the intended impact. As the communications theorist and philosopher Marshall McLuhan said, coherence between the medium and message will strengthen communication effectiveness. Want to keep experimenting with new ways to tell your story? Follow the links in the description to check out the other videos of this series. You will also find the links to more resources created by the Food Stories Erasmus Plus project, focusing on storytelling in food science communication.